Southern Vanguard Radio, this is DJ John Doe, and right in front of me in that little bitty computer screen is my man.
Yeah. Cappuccino
Meeks.
Must be Sunday night.
Eddie Cappuccino, South Memphis motherfucking East Macklemore Meeks.
Yeah.
How are you, brother?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Happening? You see what it is?
You have a large glass of that brown, it looks like.
Yeah, but it's not the usual brown. Friend of the family brought over some Kirkland brand spiced rum.
Oh, okay. How's that treating you?
Yeah. It's 92 proof.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
All
that's
right.
that's what I was talking about in the text last night. The reason why we don't really care for clear or white liquor is because it's typically 80 proof.
Yo,
and
man.
it don't do nothing for us, man. That's like a nice glass of spring water for us.
Yeah, I've been out of bourbon for like I don't know 3 or 4 days, and I was like, all right, we got gin at the crib, we got vodka, we got tequila. I'm like, let me see if I can do this for like 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And last night when I texted y'all, I'd hit the wall. I'm like, I just can't do it. They
don't do nothing for you, man. Now there is some clear white liquor out there that's gas. That
fucking moonshine.
It would make you feel like you was doing some shit. Like I had some 110 proof tequila before. So
okay. Maybe that's what I need to do.
Yeah, there's some 100 proof vodkas out there. I don't really mess with gin too much.
I don't know, man. I can't.
But shouts out to DJ Pocket, man. I had to crack on him last night. I told him he do one record with Snoop Dogg. Now he drinking gin and juice. It's crazy. The rap shit ain't nothing, man. Rap shit ain't nothing. But other than that, homie, I'm just sipping on this rum a little bit. Jerry and her friend, they in there drinking hot toddies. I never had a hot toddy made out of rum. So
how was it?
I didn't have it. I just give me mine straight.
I got you. All right.
Yeah, you keep all that honey and shit.
Well, cool. you know Kirkland, that's Costco, right? So I mean, it's actually probably not so like. It's probably better than well.
Like I said, it's 92 proof. And this shit is made by Sazerac out of Kentucky. So,
right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you actually might have some decent shit.
I think they own to something.
All right. I'm not gonna I don't think I'm gonna run out to Costco and cop a bottle of that, but I guess if I come over and
Never, dude. You really got a problem if you buying liquor in bulk from Costco. Yeah, let me get that pallet over there. Yo, real shit though. I was in Sam's one time when I went back home. My mom sent me over there. Her window AC unit went out. She sent me over there to get her another one. I think you remember me telling you this. You can buy a barrel of Jack.
Yes.
In Sam's. The full shebang bang of Jack for like $1,700.
Damn.
Could you imagine them taking that shit out to your car? It's crazy.
That is wild. That's super wild.
I had crazy visions about that shit, man. I'd take that shit home, man, put a snow cone pump on that bitch and have a good time, man. I'm trying to tell you.
He said put a snow cone pump on
a snow cone pump on that junk. Man. What times we would have.
That's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I guess we should get into this rap podcast. What do you think?
Yeah, we might as well. Everybody showed up on time.
Yeah,
early in most cases.
Early. Yeah, we had at the game tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
let's do it.
Yeah, man, let's do it. All right. Well, this is the first time you're listening. Welcome. This is Southern Vanguard Radio. We drop twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays is a mix show and possibly like maybe a mid-mix interview sprinkled there in the middle. Meeks and I just talking all kinds of shit, all brand new hip hop, cut up and sliced up like it should be. And, it's just a grand old time. Usually there's some world exclusives. You heard it here first type shit. And then on Thursdays, we have an interview session, which is what we're doing right now, usually with an MC or DJ or an MC and a DJ, producer, some creative A&R type or something possibly every once in a while that, we fuck with and is, down within this, this culture we love so much. So make sure you subscribe on all your platforms. We need you to follow and like and reshare, do all that stuff for us if you don't mind. Every platform that that's probably worth having, we're on SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube. A lot of folks just pull up YouTube during the day and just let that thing roll. So go over to YouTube, review, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And Mix, we have some affiliates as well that help us get out the word.
We do. We have atlhiphop.com. I am classicrawradio.net. Return of the BoomBap, WRBB, X Squad Radio, X Squad affiliates, all those in Atlanta. And then we venture out to the West Coast. Well, one of our guests is tonight with Soul Public Radio out west, Cali.
All right. There you go. All right. So let's get into this thing. These two gentlemen here just dropped a brand new record. We actually world premiere joint off of it a couple episodes ago, I believe.
Woo!
Let's see, what was that joint? That joint featured Milano Constantine. We'll get into that here in a second. Ooh. But yeah, man, we got LA in the house tonight. We got Chicago in the house tonight, and we're gonna get into this Marinade business real quick and talk about Marinade and talk about a number of things, as both of these gentlemen have. Are quite busy from a creative standpoint. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, the one and only Tone Spliff and Vic Monroe.
What up, fellas?
Yeah. What up?
Yeah.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right. Thank you, fellas, for sitting through, Meeks and I bantering about, as we always do here on Sunday evenings. Man. But, thank y'all for joining. As I mentioned, thank you for being on time. That's like you get all the brownie points and the gold stars and all that shit when you show up on time for the interview.
Y'all top shelf with us, man.
I'm on one of those little mini trophies that the second graders get.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah! Put anticipation junk.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
hell yeah.
No doubt. So, yeah, let's just get into this Marinade joint. I don't know which one of you guys want to set it off. I mean, both of you are here with us, which is always dope to hear, the perspective of, both folks that contributed to the project. So just tell us what Marinade's about. We'll start there.
Tom, go ahead. I'll let you start.
Well, it was back in, I want to say, March or April. I was just getting started on the King Magnetic Nobody's Safe album. And, I'm a big fan of a lot of hip hop shows, Southern Vanguard being one, Rap is Out of Control being another. And I think Vic reached out to me in the Instagram and was like, yo, like, you got some dope beats. I heard you on Rap is Out of Control with forgot what song it was or whatever you mentioned. He was like, yo, let's work. I'm like, all right, no worries, man. Let's get it in. So I sent him the Rap for Listeners beat, which is on Marinade. That's the first song that we actually did. And that was back in like April or May, I think I released it. Right. And from there, it was very well received. I thought it was dope. I always liked Vic. I heard him on Rap is Out of Control. I saw he was on the show too, and they posted a clip on their YouTube and stuff. I was like, yo, this cat's dope. And then next thing you know, he came out of nowhere like, yo, let's work. I'm like, yeah, all right, I already know who you are.
That's dope.
So we did that, and then it was well received. We're like, yo, let's work on something. And at the time, I was doing King Mag, and he was working on his project called Old Cats. And we were like, let's start again back up in like July or August, and that's when we started. I started sending him beats, and he was picking beats, and then we finished. I want to say maybe like mid-November, end of November, and that's when I started on the artwork and the process of getting an album together.
Gotcha. Now, Vic, were you so you were familiar with Tone when you reached out. So, like, how did you know about his work? Just through Rap Is Out of Control, or just what he's done historically, or
just through from everything, from just from just hearing joints from, because Tone works with everybody, man, and he has like 200 songs. You know what I mean? Yes, he does. So, so I would always hit some joints, and I'd be like, man, like this guy Tone Spliff, like he got some things. You know what I'm saying? So, and so just by hearing everything, you know what I'm saying? And once I, reached out to him, and he was like, yo, cool. I'm like, I bet. You know what I mean? So, and that's how everything came together. But I just from the whole underground community, because he has so much, he has so much music out there. So that's how I really, learned about him from that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we played New York to Shy, episode 276. Mm-hmm. That's Vic Monroe, Tone Spliff featuring Milano Constantine. How did that feature come about? Who pulled that
I
off?
did. When I was working on that, I was waiting about 2-3 months for Shabam Sadiq to do a verse on that. Because me and Shabam Sadiq work a lot, and I edit some of his videos, and he'll do verses. We're actually going to do a project together, me and Sadiq. But Sadiq was going through some issues with the barbershop, COVID. Didn't have time to really write and stuff because of his business. So I waited about 2-3 months, and I was like, you know what, we got to kind of wrap this up. So I reached out to Milano Constantine through Instagram, and me and Milano worked indirectly through DJ NUT, which is he's the host of the No Ideas original show. And I produced a song for NUT's and my homie Zagnif Nori on Zagnif Nori's project, Blood and Iron, featuring Bad Seed and Milano. So I hit up Milano. I was like, yo, like we worked in the past. I got this joint with Vic Monroe, yada, yada, yada. I sent him the beat. He loved it. He basically knocked it out. And I think it was like 2 weeks or something like that. Sent me the files. That was like one of the last songs, I think, too, for that project. Or no, Marinade was the last song to tie it all in. But I think that Milano joint was like the second to the last, because we had been waiting for Sadiq. And no disrespect to Sadiq, he had to, he had to get his business going.
Things happen.
What I mean? And we're gonna work, and I'm gonna get Vic on the Sadiq project, bro. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. Yeah, Shabam's dope, man. We fuck with Shabam heavy, man.
Yeah, Sadiq is my brother. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah, so that was a nice feature though, and just looking at the others, Milano, Innocent, Freddie Black, there's not a lot of features on here. Was that a conscious decision you guys made, or?
I mean, just like most of my projects that I put out, this is probably the most features I've had.
Okay.
It's 2, but on other projects I had features with Rusty Jukes, and another project off of Old Cats, my man from Boston.
At OG.
Yep, at OG, word. Yep, shout out to OG. Yep. So, but this album, it was just really just not something conscious that we was doing. I guess it just fit. You know what I'm saying? Tone was like, hey, yo, how you feel about this? And then once he told me the guys, like Freddie Black, for instance, and my man Anderson, shout out to them. So he sent me, like some of their music, and I'm like, man, these guys are dope. You know what I mean? So by me just being, just a huge fan of the music, I always like to work with people that are dope. So that's how it kind of worked. We weren't nothing that we actually planned. It was just flowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Yeah.
So y'all dropped CDs, y'all got digitals and T-shirts available for the Marinade LP. How's everything moving, man? What's the response been like?
It's been good on my end. I want to say I have about 11 pre-orders right now, and the CDs are in the mail. They should be here this Thursday. No one's bought any shirts though yet, so I'm still waiting for someone to cop a shirt.
Okay, got you. I think John Doe might help y'all out with that. He's an avid merch buyer.
I'll hook you up with the Bandcamp discount code.
Yeah, I saw the pics. The shirts are dope.
Thank you.
Yeah. What about the cover art, fellas?
Went to the Prime concert, came back with a whole wardrobe.
Yeah, I did.
Motherfucker had baseball hat, scullet, sweatshirt, t-shirt, ice beater, socks.
The reason why is because I did the meet and greet shit. So if you did the meet and greet, you got all this extra shit with it. That's the only way I'm going to meet Royce and Premier. So I went to the fucking meet and greet, you know.
Yo, I did a meet and greet too with Royce and Premier out here in LA, and I got both of them to sign the Prime vinyl.
Did you really?
If you know the vinyl, you flip it over. One side is their face, the other side is the other. So
that's
it's like
right.
a dual-sided sign. But I should have brought doubles. I should have brought doubles so I could frame them both. Now I'm stuck with like having to like rotate between them.
Yeah, Tone, that was probably the same tour. That was the first tour, right? When they went out with Droog and shit like that.
That's
so.
dope.
Yeah.
I saw the first show on that stop. I actually happened to be in the DMV for work, and the first stop on that tour, they actually started in Baltimore. So I definitely scheduled a work trip around the same time that the concert was going to happen.
Work trip.
And somehow, I always end up having these work trips when these dope hip hop shows are going on in the East Coast.
Crazy how that works.
Yeah, So a lot of shit doesn't come down here, man. You know what I mean? Like they'll hit DC, and they'll like get on a plane or they'll hop in the car and like go to Chicago, for example, right? A lot of folks don't come down south. So anyway, that was a dope show. My man Coop actually, he lives in Virginia, and he came out with me, and he brought a single of the Bad Meets Evil shit. So when he got up there, he showed him the single for Bad Meets Evil, dude, and these guys fucking fell out.
That's crazy.
They actually took a picture of it, and posted it. It was dope, man. Those guys were bugging. So
I got that 12-inch that was out on Game.
Yeah, exactly.
Game used to have all those hot chicks on the cover.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in bikinis and shit back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
They sold a lot of records based on that alone.
Oh yeah.
Great business plan.
Hey man, but looking at these notes, so I'm under the impression, I might be wrong. Is the record out right now, or is that like an official release date?
No, it's out. It just dropped Friday.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So
That's
Vic, was your
man.
approach any different with this record, compared to what you've done historically over the past couple of years? I mean, you had Old Cats out also in 2020 or May or so. And then I guess about a year and a half ago you dropped From Under the Viaduct. Like anything different with this release compared to those other two, or?
No, I kept the formula, the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real simple dude. I just grab my pen. You know what I'm saying? Burn something, and if I feel a beat, then I go from there. So wasn't nothing really, the complex. I wasn't, burning like sage and nothing like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just, grab my pen and just, so if I felt the beat, then I, went in. But no, I kept everything simple. You know what I'm saying? Just like all my other, work. So
okay. So did you come up with the concept?
The Old Cat.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to ask where the Marinade concept come from. Like who came up with that?
I think it was a Tone. Yeah.
I want to say it was me.
Tone,
and I want to say I thought of it because like you like to like rhyme a lot about like food sometimes, like throughout the bars, or you just like me and Tone season the food. I'm like, I'm like, this is kind of like we're about to some chefs in the kitchen like cooking right now. Like call us Marinade. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
If you listen to listen to the lyrics, listen to the album, I think like every song Vic will mention like food or some shit.
That's from blazing up, burning something before you write.
Right, exactly.
Man.
And say everybody love food, right? So,
everybody look, man, everybody. If you don't, you under the dirt right now. You don't like food.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Hey Vic, speaking of project titles, man, talk to me about Old Cats.
I love that shit.
I'm intrigued by that title, being an old cat.
Yeah,
myself.
we're old, right?
Yeah. Well, say that's where the title came from. You know what I'm saying? Say that title was what's for cats who get sleepy at 9 o'clock? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you see, I'm drinking soda here, trying to stay up. You know, I'm hitting coffee about 4 or 5 o'clock every day.
That's real as fuck, right there.
See, right. So that title, you know, it was for us. You know what I'm saying? You know, old cat. You know, say we still smooth, say we still sharp. We just a little older now. You know what I mean? So
just go to bed a little earlier, man.
Exactly. You know. So if you grew up off of Saturday morning cartoons and you know what I'm saying oatmeal, then you're officially an old cat.
Vic, you remember when TV used to go off at a certain time at night?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, exactly, you old motherfucker there, yeah.
I've never heard of that example to, age someone, but I'm taking that shit. That's a good one right there.
That's real than a motherfucker.
Yo, the thing is too is like if the TV turned off, you're like, oh fuck, it's late. I need to take my ass to bed.
Late as hell. Them motherfuckers. The Star Spangled Banner, they got the flag waving on the TV, and right after that, it was boo.
It was over. And then what's crazy is that I don't know how it was for y'all, but for us in Chicago, man, it was like that always happened like around the Three Stooges would like go off. Then you get the little Star Spangled Banner, and then the TV is done for the night.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Old cats. That's what's up.
Yeah, but the old cats was, it was for us. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Yo, I was going to ask you about the Old Cats record, Vic, was, I noticed you had Grasshopper do cuts on here, and obviously Tone is, to your point, hyper prolific as far as, doing cuts and, production and things like that. Is that one thing that you kind of gravitate to when you're like creatively, is trying to make sure that's a part of, your work, just having scratches and things like that? Because a lot of folks really don't have it these days. Like,
exactly.
I kind of feel like me and Tone and like Grasshopper and, who's the guy overseas?
I can name a couple. TMB.
There you go. TMB. Exactly. Yeah. TMB. Like
TMB.
I feel like there's and obviously Premiere and Static and all those guys, but Eclipse, but I feel like there's only a few folks that are really like still keeping that art alive. Is that important to you?
Oh, yes. Very important. I mean, I'm a student, you know what I'm saying, still, and I'm a fan still. And, cutting in a song is to me, normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah. And if it fits, then I'm definitely for it. So I'm always known to have joints with some, cutting in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my motto, man. Like when I'm working on music, it's like cuts on everything. So like very, very rare will I not do like cuts on a song. Actually, the only song on Marinade I didn't do cuts on was the Milano joint.
Yeah, Milano.
Just because it was smooth as it is. And I didn't feel like cuts were necessarily needed on that particular one. Yeah. And I'm running on fumes with acapellas right now. So I need acapellas.
We might need to get together, Tone. We might be able to help one another out. You know what I mean?
By all means, man. Yeah. I found a website where you can make your own acapella. You upload an MP3 and it basically takes the music out of the song and makes an acapella for you. It's a little digital, dangerous. Like digital sounding, but like I have an engineer that can maybe tweak it a little bit and make it sound.
Yeah, we need to talk offline, man. I think we can help one another on that front for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, fellas, let me ask y'all about the work dynamic. Tone, with you being in LA, Vic, you in Chi-Town. What's the work dynamic like? What's the workflow like? And also, as with both of y'all being producers, Vic, I didn't realize you had production chops too. With both of y'all being producers, what's that dynamic like? How does that work out with y'all?
I mean, it was really easy between Vic and I. I mean, I would just send him beats to the email, and I don't think there was very many beats that Vic didn't like that I sent him. I think there was like one or two. He was like, it's dope, but now let's move on to another one. I would send him another one, and I respected his opinion on him because I knew that he made beats. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, you know what's best. So let me go ahead and find something else. You know what I mean? I'll send him another beat.
Word.
It was fairly easy though. I mean, this day and age, you know what I mean? Like, and with the pandemic going on, like I couldn't really fly to Chicago, and I was laid off my job, so like it was tough for me to kind of go out to Chicago to get into the studio. But I mean, nowadays heads are just emailing tracks, and tracks are getting done that way. And, from the little guys to the big guys too, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Y'all both got in-house work setups?
I have just like, I got my machine, my beat machine. And then like, I got my engineer in New York that I've been working with since I started like 15 years ago,
Who's that, Tone?
Okay. How about you, Vic?
His name is Matt Wagner, MWX Audio. He does a lot of like rock and stuff. I'm probably like one of his only hip hop clients, but he does it. He also works for like NBC and Fox News doing like audio behind the scenes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like he really does a lot. But like
your records always sound good, man. I was just curious,
Yeah,
it's interesting. He doesn't really do much rap,
Yeah, he does like rock. He does more rock. He has a few hip hop clients, maybe, but nobody like big like that.
Right, gotcha. What about you, Vic? You got a rig set up at the crib so you can record?
Yeah. I got mic. I forget what they call my little a Focusrite box here. I got my little a drum machine, but most of the album I actually recorded here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Just because I like to, relax and chill, man, like when I'm recording. So I get a certain vibe here when I'm just, chilling here at, what I'm saying, here. But but Tone's engineer, man, he's fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, he's like, yeah. Because you would have thought I was somewhere in like, D&D Studios or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll take like any vocals. I've gotten some pretty bad vocals from like other MCs, and like he'll straight up say like, "Yo, these vocals sound like they were recorded in a fishbowl." I'm like, "Okay,
wow.
what can you do, Matt?" He's like, "All right, let me see what I can do." Next thing you know, he cleans up the audio and it sounds like he recorded on like a Newman or some shit. Like,
right, yeah.
So clearly, I know why I'm messing with you right now, because he took a fishbowl vocals and turned them into like a Newman sound. You know what I mean? So he's he knows what he's doing. So I'm very glad that to have him.
A lot of folks look that over, that's like how critical that is. And we talk about this topic often on the show, but I mean, there are a lot of people's music that I hear the potential and I know it could be great, but it just sounds like shit, and not only that, I mean, like it can be kind of like what you were describing, Tone, where everyone's vocals sound fine and it's actually mixed well, but there's some person that sent in a shitty sounding vocal and it ruins the whole vibe of the song. Dude, that will automatically go to the trash, dude. Like, I'm like, I can't play that. It's so jarring. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand that. So,
and I feel bad sending it to cats like you like that. So like, if that happens with me, you'll never even get that song because I won't put it out.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A lot of folks don't understand that. Like, man, that shit's got to sound. That shit's got to be tight, man. Yeah. So, anyway, that's dope. That's dope. So, Vic, what's your story, man? How long you been involved in this music shit, man?
Man, I've been doing hip hop probably since I was 13, man, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? But I took a break. I was, running with this crew here in Chicago, my man. I took a break for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Well, I took a break just from being on, record. I never stopped, you know what I'm saying, writing, because I'm just that, an actual writer. So I never stopped writing, but I just took a break, man. And then, family type things, you know what I'm saying? Married, had a family, man. So I took a break for a minute. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then, so it's actually funny because when I did the record with Taylor, the first joint, T the Human, joint I did with him, I was actually looking for beat tips because I hit Taylor up asking him how to do something because I was making beats. And so I sent him the beat and he was like, yeah, the beat is dope, but who is that rapping over it? I was like, oh, that's just me just trying to get a vibe of the beat. And so that's how that whole album came about. You know what I'm saying? But before then, I haven't recorded anything from that TD Human. It had been like maybe 5 years before.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I took a break. You know what I'm saying? And so after that, I did TD Human, and it was really, really getting a lot of steam. And I'm like, well, like those rhymes on there was like 2-3 years old, most of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just write constantly. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, if they like those and that's 2 years old, wait get into my shit that I'm writing.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, so we just kept it pushing, man. And then after I did that, I bumped into my man Solution. He was out in Canada. He heard the wave from off the TD Human and was like, yo, let's do something. So I, went in. He sent me some beats, and they were banging, man. So that led to the Soul of Kijiwa. Then I got back with Taylor from Under the Viaduct. Then I did Old Cats, and then hit me and Tone with this project right here, man. So it's been a fun journey.
You on a roll, boss.
What's up?
I was not familiar with you, Vic, until I saw Eclipse post something about From Under the Viaduct. I think that's when. Does that ring a bell? I think he.
Yeah.
Because he, that's the thing about Eclipse is like he does not make a post about one specific artist or record or whatever very regularly. So when he does something like that, like I pay attention. And, that's when I first locked in with you, man. And then when Tone told me, you guys were working together on this joint, I'm just glad to see the progression, man. It's even doper knowing like you kind of taking a break and come back to it. So Meeks and I joke about it all the time, man. You can't leave this shit.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I've been leaving rap for the last 15 years. Me and the homie was scheming up on some shit this weekend. I can't go nowhere, man.
Yeah, you can't.
Hey Vic, I got one real quick, man. We fuck with another cat out of Chi-Town, man. His name is Vic too, man. What's up with Chicago cat's named Vic, man?
Yo, I was gonna ask the same shit.
Vic Spencer, right?
I don't know what it is, man. So we got a Vic Spencer and we got a Vic
Mensa.
Vic Mensa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's real.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know what it is, you know what I'm saying? But so I never, met those guys. But for me, I say my government name is actually Vic Monroe. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. So it was just, but I wasn't always Vic. You know what I'm saying? I became Vic Monroe when I came back.
Okay.
Like, like what I was the guy tired of his names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody called me Vic forever. So this is what it's going now, Vic.
Yo, the 3 Vics, man. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there, man, because that's what I tend to do, man. Y'all need to link up and do a project entitled Season of the Vic. And I'm just gonna leave that right there. Let me ask you a question.
Vic Season.
Tom.
Oh.
Put it out there.
Hey Tom, what
we're gonna have Tone do the beats,
There you go.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm already at work.
It is. Yep. Tone, what is it about your place in the music and in the culture? And you wearing so many hats, from producer to DJ to videographer, things of that nature. What is that out of a sense of necessity, or just something you just like to do?
It's really just something I like to do and just have practiced since like 94, 95. I started off DJing, DJ'd until maybe 99 or 2000. And, got into producing. Typically cats will start off DJing and get into producing later. So I kind of fall into that bracket, that category of a stereotype, I guess is what you'd like to call it. Typically cats start out DJing, but back in the early 90s, I was watching those DMC VHS tapes and battle tapes and stuff like that, Executioners and the Beat Junkies and Mixmaster Mike and all the DJ competitions. And I just, it really got to me, like DJing. My boy, Joe Dro, back home in Utica had turntables, 2 Geminis, awful Geminis, a belt drive. Yeah, I know John knows about those.
Yeah, and, that's Utica, New York, right, Tone? That's where you're originally from.
Yeah, Utica, New York.
Okay.
Yeah. And my boy Joe had the turntable, so like I want to go over there every single day and just want to scratch. And he's like, "Yo, you got to learn how to blend too." I'm like, "Nah, no blending. I just want to scratch. Like, let me go ahead and scratch. Throw on a break, and I'm just gonna cut." He's like, "All right." And then eventually, like he bugged me enough to show me how to blend. I started doing mixtapes in high school and stuff like that, and I was scratching. Then I got into beats and Premier is a huge influence to me, DJ Premier and Alchemist, Pete Rock, all the legends from that era. And of course you'll hear that in my production in the cutting and stuff like that. So it was only right I was going to levitate to making beats, I think. So I eventually got an MPC 2000 XL and just learned that, and then I ended up selling it. And then I think I started making beats on my mixer, and I can make a beat any possible way imaginable, really.
That's what's up. And real quick, with you being originally from Utica, East Coast living or West Coast living, your preference?
Man, I wish I moved out to the West Coast a long time ago, man. I love it out here, man. It doesn't snow. People are very friendly out here. It's clean. You know what I mean? For the most part, it's clean, just it doesn't rain, it doesn't snow. It's literally paradise. The only complaint is there's no good Italian food, and and the rent is super high in Los Angeles. But that's really any major city. But Atlanta is actually pretty cheap for rent. Like I know a lot of cats that moved from LA to Atlanta because of the cheaper living.
Yeah, it's funny. The influx boom of the 90s, like rent in Atlanta now is triple that, but we're still like kind of low on the totem pole as far as rent and cost of living and things like that. It's amazing. Yeah. But yeah, back in the 90s when everybody was moving here, man, and I think it was I think it might have been like Freaknik 92 or 94 or some shit. And Cass was like, "You pay how much for a 3-bedroom apartment?" Oh, hell no.
Well, that's the thing, man. It's like people's rent could buy a house out here. That's the other reason people come here. Is
Exactly.
I can own a crib out here. I'm only 20 minutes outside the city. Like, we're doing that.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer on that, man.
And the taxes too. The taxes every year are ridiculous. Yeah, they're low. Super low.
I know
So it's West Coast living. I got you.
Yeah.
Vic, the taxes in Chicago are crazy, aren't they, Vic? I know. I had family that lived there.
Man, everything here is ridiculous. From the rent to everything, like if you don't want to live in the hood and be ducking bullets, you're gonna pay some high rent.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're definitely gonna pay some high rent here.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Hey, Vic, the gentrification is crazy out in Chi-Town too, right?
Man, ridiculous. Actually, where I'm living now, I wouldn't have been able to live here like 1990 because this was like heavy gang territory.
Yeah,
and over here, you know what I'm saying? Now it's Starbucks.
It's nice.
Yoga mats, you know what I'm saying?
Starbucks and yoga mats. That's the song title.
Where did everybody go? Right, you know what I'm saying? But,
that's the song title right there.
But it's like really happening here. You know what I'm saying? Like especially, I want to say it was the Summer Olympics. I think it was Brazil that year when they got the Summer Olympics. So that was supposed to come here. So Brazil and Chicago was like bidding. So I was living at the time. I was living on 79th, and I was living on 72nd. That's in Chicago. A heavy violent area, you know what I'm saying? But because of the Olympics, they had fixed everything up over there.
Yeah.
Right? So I moved over there because it was fixed up nice. As soon as they didn't get the Olympics, it went back to shit again. You know what I mean?
Damn. They took that shit away.
Right? I had to get up out of there. Right? It's time for me to bounce,
fucked
man.
Up.
Yeah,
but
but that's happening everywhere, man. Like gentrification here in Chicago is like heavy, man, right now.
Hey, yo, and Cabrini Green is gone, right?
Where that used to be, there's a Target over there now.
Get the fuck out of here.
So
what?
So if you didn't know anything about that area over there, you wouldn't even know that stuff even
used to be there.
Was there, man? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. What they do with all the bodies, I don't know. You know. But yeah, it's a Target over there, man. Yeah, it's cleaned up really well over there.
That's crazy.
I think they may have tore down the last project building. They tore down may have been maybe like 2-3 summers ago over there in that area. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah,
if you just so happen to live long enough, you could see some shit. That's crazy.
Yep, all that. Yep, it's been pretty over there now. You know
crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
He said pretty.
Damn. Pretty over there now, right?
It's pretty in Cabrini Green. That's crazy, dude.
Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's wild.
So if anybody who don't know, that was a spot where you didn't go, like unless you knew somebody over there. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't had no business there, and unless you knew somebody over there. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was one of the hardest, projects in the 80s and 90s was over there.
In the U.S., right, Vic?
Yeah, in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the U.S.
Home to the Evans family.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. That's where they were supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Green.
Of course, they shot Good Times in Hollywood and everything, but the opening footage. The opening footage of Good Times is Cabrini Green, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Right on.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, Tone, I got a question for you, man. Why are you so goddamn busy all the time, dude? I mean, when you show up,
he live in L.A. He got to stay busy.
I mean,
just rent, just groceries. When we were kind of pulling together notes for this interview session, I mean, I like to think that I can keep up, but man, like even like this, I didn't realize you did all the cuts on the Liff and Stu Banga's album that just dropped. You did all the cuts on the new Ed O.G. joint with Drunken Monks. Like,
yep.
Dude, you are fucking relentless on the new Noah the Flood album. I mean, damn, dude, you are.
It's not going to stop either, man. I did all the cuts on the new Apathy album coming up. Everything I do is going to have cuts. King Magnetic album, everything has cuts on that. I have the time right now, man. I've been laid off my job, so. Like you've been seeing probably a lot more of me since July, only because of that factor. So, I'm still looking for work. I haven't made it. I got a lot of respect bucks, but I don't have a lot of bucks in the wallet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
I'm not looking for the bucks in the wallet. I'm looking for the respect bucks. So I'm very much wealthy in that aspect, but. And I just like to help other people out, man. Like if someone has a song and needs cuts, man, like I'm here, like I'm a DM away, man. I'll do some cuts as long as it's banging. And if I can make it a little bit better with some cuts, why not? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's a great way to get your name out too, man. Like without having
the name gets out there. Like, Tone Split. And I've had people DM me like, "Damn, dude, you're on everything." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just if somebody needs cuts, they just hit me up." Like,
right? Yeah.
That's what's up.
You've known Apathy for a while, right?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah. Me and App go back to like 2007, where I got him and Royce the 5'9" on a song for my album Authentic, and then he put it on his It's the Bootleg Motherfuckers, the volume 3 or whatever. So, but yeah, like me and App, like I stalked him pretty much. Like I went to a show in Connecticut, at Toad's place, and I was that crazy fan. Like, yo, it's Apathy, man. I love you, man. I love your work. We need to work. Blah blah blah. I think I got his number or something like that. Called him, and he's picky, man. Like he doesn't work with a lot of people. So
no, I was getting ready to say that's not an easy feat to pull off.
Yeah,
from what I hear.
And I'm very Now over the years we've become close. So like I'm one of his like DJs that he calls to do cuts, and like all right, there's no problem with that. And his new album he's got coming out with Stu Bangers, I did some cuts with some legendary MCs on it, so I'm very 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 proud of it. I don't know if I can really give out the information on
sure
it
you can
like that, but
sure you can.
Actually, I think he did mention it. I did cuts on a song he's got coming out with Jadakiss, and I did cuts on another song he's got coming out with Black Thought.
Oh shit!
I'm pretty sure. I know he's mentioned the features that's going to be on the Stu Bangers album. So
that's bucket list shit, dog. That's a big deal.
Proud.
That's a big deal.
I'm very proud of that.
So this is so I'm glad we got this interview in, because you ain't gonna be able to talk to us no time.
No, man. No, you guys got me.
Hey, Tom,
man. I'm never gonna be like that. Never, man. Never. Yeah.
That's what's up. Tone, is that speaking of Apathy and working with him back in like 2007 or whatever, is that how you got a bulk of your early production credits? I see you got Apathy, Esoteric, Copyright, like in the late 2000s. Was it chance meetings like that, or how were you able to wrangle them in to get some production credits?
I mean, I don't really have like production credits per se with them. It's more like scratching credits with them. All like the demigods. Okay. But like I've had Esoteric on my album, and I've had Apathy did a feature for me. You know what I mean? He would do something for me at any point, but he's kind of busy with his own thing, and he's gotten into real estate too as of lately too. So, but a lot of the features and artists I've worked with have actually been on my projects and over my production like that. You know?
Okay, gotcha.
So what's going on with y'all? The rest of the year, it's still early. You guys seem to, put that work in. Like Vic, what do you got anything
super early
you're working on right now for the rest of the year that you can chat about, or
definitely working. I got a project I think I'm gonna put out in about a month and a half called Take a Break, You Deserve It. You know what I'm saying? Produced by my man Solution. It's pretty much finished already, but I just don't want to put it out right now.
Okay.
Because I just put out this project, so I want to open up the wine bottle and just let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let it marinate.
Right. There it is. Boom. You know what I'm saying? So the perfect segue, right?
Word.
Right. So that'll probably drop maybe in about I'd say maybe about 2 months. And I'm working on a project with this producer from Chicago by the name of Ty Hill. We're about maybe 13 and like 12 songs in. You know what I'm saying? Right now. So I probably so that's what I'm currently working on, and people always giving me a call for features and things of that nature, man. So I'm staying busy. Hope to get back at Tone maybe toward the end of the year, you know what I'm saying, and we can hook this thing back up again.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
The chemistry's there, man. I love the project, man. You guys should definitely keep working in some capacity for sure.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
What about you, Tone?
I was trying to find a list on my phone of the stuff I got working on, man.
Well, I have a list of shit you sent me in an email, but I don't know if we can talk about all this. So
you could. Next month I got a project with a friend of mine, Navek B, and he brought along Craig G from the Juice Crew. We did an EP. I produced all but one song on that. Me and Cool Taj the Great. I don't know if you're familiar with Cool Taj.
We are, yeah. We played a bunch of Cool's joints on the show, actually.
He's super dope. Me and him are going to come out with a full album this year. It's kind of still being worked on. We have King Magnetic on it, and Craig G's on that too. He's got his boy on there. I forgot his name, his cousin. Besides that, I'm doing a project with this cat out in South Africa. His name is Melly Mel. Oddly enough, it's not the Melly Mel Pioneer Melly Mel, but it's this cat Melvin Bizza. His name is his real name Melvin.
Okay.
He's super dope. He's in a group called the Assembly. They had a song many years ago. Not many, maybe like how long ago was it? But with Sean Price, it was really dope.
Okay.
And I knew their producer Nams. And he linked me with the Assembly, and me and Melly Mel got a project, and that sounded super dope. Like
I think we may have played that Sean P record on the show, maybe actually.
With the Assembly?
I think so.
It was called So Gone. It was called.
Yeah. I think we may have played that on the show.
Yeah, they're a really dope group from South Africa. And me and Mel, man, that project is sounding like some old school Far Side meets Outkast. Outkast meets a Tribe Called Quest. It's really dope, and there's a lot of cuts on that too.
Okay.
What else? Shabam Sadiq and I are talking. I sent him about 10 beats. Me and the Bad Seed are gonna do something. A cat out here when I first moved out to LA, this cat in my building in K-Town, Koreatown, he used to go by Shadow Black. Now he goes by Local Black, and he was on my project Ardore Melodico. We had a song called Streets.
From a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yep.
I think that's when I really got hip to you, was that project.
Yeah, that's when I think a lot of people like that project was picked up by a distributor overseas. Okay. And it did get a lot of recognition. So I'm very grateful for that project. Sure. But me and him are going to do something. Me and Local Black, he's an LA MC, and we got Afro on a song, and he's trying to get Blue on a song. So besides that, I'm sure I'm forgetting something else, but I'm working on a lot, man. 2021 is going to be a big year.
All right, dope.
Yeah, me and Vic obviously going to do a follow-up. King Magnetic wants to do a follow-up. Rusty Jukes wants to do a follow-up to Magma too as well. So
dope. Yeah, we popped that. Mix and Hour. What'd you say, Vic?
I said those albums was all dope too. Jukes and
the Magma shit, right? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All dope records, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
No doubt. Yeah, Tone, Meeks and I were fucking howling when that COVID canceled Christmas shit.
Oh man,
we even played it after Christmas, dude. We were laughing. Classic, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I made the beat, right? I made the beat, and I'm like, man, let me text King Mag. And if you follow Mag, man, he's like huge troll online. He's an awesome dude, but huge troll. And it's funny, like one of the distributors, I won't say who, but one of the distributors reached out and was like, he sent me a picture of King Mag with the Trump hat on, and he was like, yo, does Mag support Trump? I'm like, nah, man, he's fucking trolling, man. I'm like, he does not support Trump, man. Like, come on. So, but anyway, I made that beat and I sent it to him. I'm like, yo, Mag, you want to kill Christmas? You want to kill Santa Claus? He's like, yeah. And then next thing you know, he did the COVID canceled Christmas shit. And I was like, all right, it came out perfect,
That's dope, man. Yeah. That's why I fuck with y'all, man. Y'all, like both of you guys just seem like you try to have fun. You know what I mean? That's what I, that's what like Meeks and I try to do with the show, right? We just try to have fun, man.
That's the number one when I do music, man. I just want to have fun. I never was interested in making large amounts of money. I'm interested in preserving the sound and just having fun doing it. It's kept my ass out of a lot of trouble too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's crazy. You say that, like. Yeah, man. A lot of people don't realize how often this hip hop shit saved lives, myself included. Just being able to go home every day after school, get home in time to catch Yo on TV Raps or Rap City, and looking out my window and seeing knuckleheads doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? It's just like. Yeah, like this is shit you want to be doing. Like it saved my life. I actually used to work in a building downtown Atlanta where Hot 107 is, and Ed Lover and Moni Love had the morning show here in Atlanta for a minute. I bumped into Ed Lover on a elevator one morning, early morning. It took everything in my power not to hug that man. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, this Atlanta, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That shit could be seriously misconstrued. But I made sure before I got off that elevator, I was like, hey, bro, you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know you. It's like, I love you and thank you. And I just got the fuck out the elevator. He had this look on his face like, damn, like, yeah, man, it's that serious. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can respect what you just said, Tone, for real.
No doubt. All right, so Vic, we'll start with you. Why don't you tell folks where they can go, check you out, socials, Bandcamp, where they can put some money in your pocket, and then Tony, you let the folks know as well.
All right, you can catch me on Bandcamp, www.vicmonroe.bandcamp.com. Check me on IG at VicMonroe_1. All
right, beautiful.
My album Marinade is out right now. Go get it. Shit is dope. Produced by my man Tone Spliff.
Yes,
Tone Spliff.
Tone?
Everything for me is going to be at Tone Spliff. That's TONESPLIFF. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tone Spliff. My Bandcamp is tonespliff.bandcamp.com. I have tonespliff.com if you just want to go there too. And you can find it all through there too as well. That's pretty much it. Google Tone Spliff. It all pops up.
Right. All right. Beautiful. All right, y'all, gentlemen. Thank y'all for dialing in tonight, and
we appreciate y'all, man. Thanks
for having us, man. Thank you
guys, man. Thank you for having us for sure.
Yes,
we're gonna chop it up again, man, because y'all getting that body of work together, man. So I know we're gonna be talking to y'all again soon.
For sure.
Yes, sir. We get through all this COVID shit. Y'all hit Atlanta. You guys got to holler at us. All right.
Oh yeah.
No question.
Yeah. I'm there.
No doubt. Exactly.
All right.
See,
no question.
Yeah, already.
All right, y'all.
What's up?
Thank you. Enjoy your evening.
Right.
We appreciate
Peace,
you.
y'all.
All right.
Peace, man.
Peace.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right, Meeks. There you go. Another one for the books, my bro.
We in there, man. What's the episode this week? 278?
279. Almost to 270.
279?
Yeah, 270. No, 278. You're right. 278. Yeah.
I'm about to say, I missed a week.
Every day is fucking Groundhog Day now, dude. So
you never know.
But yeah, man. Make sure you go cop Marinade today. If this is the first thing you listen to, go back and check out episode 278. Here's some joints from Marinade and all kinds of new joints. And that's it, Mix. We out, right? It's the guard, y'all.
Yeah, let's get out of here, man. Peace.
Mix and Dough, we out.
Southern Vanguard Radio. Peace, y'all.